evaluating the job is an important activity of HR managers so that they can assign relative worth or we can assign certain value to the job. Welcome to today's video session on job evaluation. This is me, Anita Jaume Thomas, Assistant Professor from Department of Management. Today in this session, we are going to take care of meaning, objectives of job evaluation, steps associated with it, as well as the methods of evaluating the job. So now let's understand the meaning of job evaluation. Job evaluation is a process of evaluating the job in order to determine its relative worth to other jobs. So basically, we try to compare one job with the other. Thus, we can define job evaluation as a systematic process designed to assess the relative worth of the job by comparing one job with the other in the organization. The value of the job is determined on the basis of information collected through job analysis that includes detailed description and requirements of the job. To be simple and specific, we can say job analysis has two important aspects, that is job description and job specification. Now let's understand the objective of the job evaluation. Remember, the objective will help us to understand the importance of job evaluation for the organization. Now, when I talk about the objectives, the first and foremost objective is difference in work. When I talk about difference in work, remember every job in the organization has certain importance, and depending upon their levels, they definitely differ. So, it could be depending upon difference in levels of the organization, the nature of tasks which is associated to that particular job and the position given to that job, the difficulty level, abilities and skills required, as well as what is the market value of that particular job. The second element is to determine a rational and equitable pay. Now, when we talk about assessing the worth of the job, quite naturally, the worth means we are talking about the monetary value of the job. So, a proper, that is a better salary structure could be designed, and equitable, quite naturally equitable, because the value which is to be given to the job should be very much equitable. That means every employee should be getting fair remuneration depending upon what job they are performing. Next, they can hire a very qualified staff. This we can do it on the basis of job specification. When we talk about the job specification, we are talking about the qualifications required for the job and other aspects, that is skills, maybe even experience and other things required for the job. So that is the job specification. Next is, it helps the organization to provide an appropriate training and development according to the need of the job, because we are evaluating the job. So when we are evaluating the job, quite naturally, we are trying to know how and what things are associated with the job. I'm talking about the accountability, responsibility, the depth of the job, the knowledge level required for the job. So quite naturally, depending upon, we can provide training to the employees. Next is, it helps in assisting or assistance of performance appraisal. Remember, when we talk about job evaluation, we are only evaluating about the job, but we are not evaluating the employees who are performing the job. But when we do job evaluation, it's quite natural that depending upon the evaluated factors, we can assess to what extent the employees have been performing. The next is, it provides benchmark for career development for employees, because remember, when we evaluate the job, we set a benchmark. Okay, we set a benchmark. Now, depending upon this benchmark, every employee is required to perform. Okay, they are required to perform depending upon the benchmark set. Now, on this basis, what happens? Every employee will try to perform their level best. Quite naturally, their careers also take off. Now, moving from here, we will be taking care of the steps associated with job evaluation. Now, The steps. When I talk about the steps, they are the foremost important steps which is to be followed. We also call them as procedures to be followed while evaluating the job. So the first and foremost procedure is to gather the job analysis data. Now prior to this, I would like to say we need to identify which job is to be evaluated. So when we identify the job to be evaluated, what basically happens is that we can analyze the job in detail, and that is basically done through job description plus job specification. So your job analysis is equivalent to job description and job specification. The second step, from there on, we will be moving on to something called as we are going to identify the factors which needs to be compensated. Remember, we talk about compensated means we are talking about the compensable factors. Compensable factors. Now the factors here would be nothing but we are talking about the skill, the mental effort, the physical effort required, the responsibility associated with the job, etc. So these compensable factors will be identified, and whichever job is having important compensable factors, that job would be considered as slightly important over the other. So we will identify those factors. Later on, we are going to apply the methods of evaluating the job. Now here, we can talk about the quantitative and the qualitative methods of job evaluation. Remember, qualitative method has 2 and quantitative methods also have 2 methods. Now that will be taken care of in the later section. Finally, after this, we would be taking care of something called as assigning the pay to the job. So here, job and its related salary will be determined. So when I'm talking about assigning the pay, depending upon the level, the worth, we would be assigning the job and the salary to it. Here on, we will be taking or looking into the methods of job evaluation, which we actually focused here at the third stage. Now, the methods of job evaluation. When I talk about the methods, as I said, qualitative and quantitative methods exist, and under qualitative method we have ranking and classification method, whereas under quantitative we have factor comparison and point method. The details we will be taking care of in the next slide. One of the important method of job analysis is definitely, as I said previously, qualitative method. Now under qualitative method, there is ranking method as well as there is classification or the grading method. When I talk about the ranking method, it's one of the simplest kind of job evaluation method. Apart from that, here the jobs are always ranked from the highest to the lowest on the basis of their importance, and remember, this importance is ascertained on the basis of their compensable factors. Okay, the next is it is ranked on the basis of skill, mental, physical requirements, responsibility, working conditions. So this is what I meant by compensable factors. One of the lacuna of this particular method is that we cannot differentiate between the jobs because it is based on subjective interpretations. When I talk about subjective interpretations, the person who ranked the job may have his own perception associated to the job. So quite naturally, he may rank in a different way. The next method, as we say, is about classification and the grading method. Here, the jobs are classified on the basis of the predetermined standards or grades, we can say. So there are certain classes given for the jobs. Say for example, grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, grade 4, or class 1, class 2, class 3, class 4, etc. It evaluates the job as a whole, incomplete. So there is a problem that wide variety of job can definitely come or fall under one particular grade. So the process becomes little subjective. The next method or the second method of our job evaluation is quantitative method. Under the quantitative method, we have factor comparison method and the point method. So let's see what is the factor comparison method. Now, it is one of the systematic and the scientific method which is designed to evaluate the job according to the factors that is the number of factors which is associated with the job, and quite naturally these factors are the compensable factors, and on that basis we rank the job. The method assigns basically wages to the job depending upon their ranks. The lacuna here is that it is time consuming and costly, because when you keep on comparing the different compensable factors and when you start paying the wages according to that, if in case there is any change in the business scenario, quite naturally changing over from one system to another will definitely become costlier and time consuming. The next method is quite naturally the point method. It is one of the most widely used method of job evaluation. Under this approach, we break down the jobs into different compensable factors, and each factors will be assigned certain points, and the points will be totaled out. Any particular factor which is getting some important points or more points will be given more worth. The pay for each factor may be based on judgment. Again, human biases can turn up here and it becomes subjective. Hence, the entire activity of job evaluation under point method can become time consuming. Thank you. This was all from my side for today regarding job evaluation. I hope this session would be useful to each one of you. Thank you.